Reason may be employed to support faith as well as to destroy it. If you wait by the river long enough, the bodies of your enemies will float by. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains.
Man is able to decide for or against reason. He is able to create beyond reason or to destroy below reason. The only thing that makes life possible is permanent, intolerable uncertainty, not knowing what comes next. Our soul wounds took time to show themselves, and they will take time to heal, and healing requires compassion. The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. I said somebody should do something about that. Then I realized I am somebody. There is your truth, and there is my truth. As for the universal truth, it does not exist. You're being judged no matter what, so be who you want to be. Focus on your goals, not your fear. Focus like a laser beam on your goals.
Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage.
Snow floated down every once in a while, but it was frail snow, like a memory fading into the distance.
The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did.
Discussion is impossible with someone who claims not to seek the truth, but already to possess it. Be thankful for everything that happens in your life. It's all an experience. Searching outside of you is samsara. Searching within you leads to nirvana. No matter what happens or how bad it seems today, life does go on, and it will be better tomorrow. Excessive praise arises from the same bigotry matrix as excessive criticism.
A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean.
Dogs are not our whole life, but they make our lives whole. When a person can't find a deep sense of meaning, they distract themselves with pleasure.
A superior man is modest in his speech, but exceeds in his actions.
I distrust every idea that doesn't seem obsolete and grotesque to my contemporary.
The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. You have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination.
Seeking what is true is not seeking what is desirable.
He who is prudent and lies in wait for an enemy who is not will be victorious. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge.
Sometimes you lie to deceive people. Sometimes you lie because you need the lie to become the truth. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. It takes as much courage to have tried and failed as it does to have tried and succeeded.
Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs.
We are the Bibles the world is reading. We are the creeds the world is needing. We are the sermons the world is heeding.
Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. From a certain point onward, there's no longer any turning back.
Life is much more successfully looked at from a single window. After you find out all the things that can go wrong, your life becomes less about living and more about waiting. Life teaches us the right path is rarely the easy one. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. We are the sum of all people we have ever met. You change the tribe, and the tribe changes you. Spoon feeding in the long run teaches us nothing but the shape of the spoon.
Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity.
When you make the dream of your heart a treasure of heaven, it holds an eternal value.
Other people are only aspects of our own greater being.
Everyone makes a mistake. Type of mistake gives the perspective of seriousness.
When deeds and words are in accord, the whole world is transformed.
We don't meet people face to face, but waste our time on social media's embrace. To buy a cake, to howl at the moon, to know true happiness, I am happy. Life doesn't just happen to you. You receive everything in your life based on what you've given. If time is precious, no book that will not improve by repeated readings deserves to be read at all. A concept is a brick. It can be used to build a courthouse of reason, or it can be thrown through the window. It should not matter, of course, that I could be crazy, because, as luck would have it, fortune favors me.
Without knowing the force of words, it is impossible to know more.
The pain you feel today will be the strength you feel tomorrow. If you don't have any shadows, you're not in the light.
We humans are more concerned with having than with being.
It can take years to mold a dream. It takes only a fraction of a second for it to be shattered. The world is merciless, and it's also very beautiful. All our knowledge has its origin in our perceptions.
Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth.
You were given life. It is your duty to find something beautiful within life, no matter how slight. Success is the ability to go from failure to failure without losing your enthusiasm. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up.
People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. Notice the difference between being in control and needing control.
In the end, all men die. How you lived will be far more important to the Almighty than what you accomplished.
So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and strike at what is weak. Chaos is more freedom, in fact, total freedom, but no meaning.
Great goals make great people. People cannot hit what they do not aim for. One can get used to ugliness, but never to negligence.
Dream big, stay positive, work hard, and enjoy the journey.
Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. A day without laughter is like living in darkness. You try to find your way around, but you can't see clearly.
A smiling lie is a whirlwind, easy to enter, but hard to escape.
The road to enlightenment is long and difficult, and you should try not to forget snacks and magazines.
Everyone's greatest fantasy is to walk away from the life you lead.
People are successful because they think and act like successful people. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. No human should mislead another by promising them something they know to be untrue. The most dangerous irony is, people are angry with others because of their own incompetence. Don't give up. You are closer than you think. There are two types of pains, one that hurts you and the other that changes you. When life gives us challenges, they are opportunities to grow, just like storms feed the plants and give us rainbows. Dead yesterdays and unborn tomorrows, why fret about it, if today be sweet? Before something great happens, everything falls apart.
The search for truth is more precious than its possession.
Youth offers the promise of happiness, but life offers the realities of grief.
Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes.
Humor can get in under the door, while seriousness is still fumbling at the handle.
Maybe some things aren't meant to be known. Maybe they're just meant to be accepted. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Great wisdom is generous. Petty wisdom is contentious. Great speech is impassioned. Small speech cantankerous.
We all take a different path to the same place. Why we took the path we did will always be a mystery. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. I have often wished I had time to cultivate modesty, but I am too busy thinking about myself. Nothing has to be true forever, just for long enough. Time deals gently only with those who take it gently. I've always liked the moonless night best. It's easier to say things in the dark. It's easier to be yourself. The right way is always the difficult way, but it's the only way that connects us with our soul. Faith is not like a raincoat, only to be worn on drizzly days.
Know what you want, work to get it, then value it once you have it.
When surrounded by darkness, your only duty is to shine. Sorrow looks back, worry looks around, faith looks up. Rejections come the moment we decide to turn our one day into day one, and that is totally okay. It's a sad day when you find out that it's not accident or time or fortune, but just yourself that kept things from you. The easy confidence with which I know another man's religion is folly teaches me to suspect that my own is also. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits.
Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned.
Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Taking on too much of other people's drama is just a poor excuse for not taking ownership and control over your own life. It does not take courage to kill, it takes courage to live. Where your talents and the needs of the world cross, there lies your vocation. Bad men rule by the feebleness of the ruled, and this is just. The triumph of weaklings would not be just.
It is better for the heart to break than not to break.
All the papers that matter live off their advertisements, and the advertisers exercise an indirect censorship over news. The words kept coming back to him. Statement of a mystical truth and a palpable absurdity. One can be the master of what one does, but never of what one feels.
Spies are a most important element in water, because on them depends an army's ability to move.
The day you become old is the day you're not looking for new experiences anymore.
May my heart be kind, my mind fierce, and my spirit brave.
Fierce language and pretentious advances are signs that the enemy is about to retreat. First it hurts, then it makes you stronger.
I will not let anyone scare me out of my full potential.
Every decent con man knows the simplest truth, more powerful than even the most elaborate lie. The triumph can't be had without the struggle. I saw the world from the stars' point of view, and it looked unbearably lonely. Thought is so cunning, so clever, that it distorts everything for its own convenience.
Kendati batasan tara kebebasan, dan ketidak pedulian terkadang saru.
Never feel shame for trying and failing, for he who has never failed is he who has never tried. Persistence is the quality of winners. Successful people never give up.
Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish.
Until we can receive with an open heart, we are never really giving with an open heart. In the midst of difficulties, we are always ready to seize an advantage. We may extricate ourselves from misfortune. Sometimes it takes many attempts to succeed, but it takes a second to lose them all. Always plan well. What saves a man is to take a step, then another step.
Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith.
We are born from a quiet sleep, and we die to a calm awakening.
For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. I'm glad I see with my eyes, and not the pages I've read. Keep their friends close, and their enemies closer.
Sometimes small things can become very large indeed.
When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional.
I guess sometimes you have to lie to find the truth. Life starts out with everyone clapping when you take a poo and goes downhill from there. I'm not afraid of dying, I'm afraid of not trying. The abstraction of man gives rise to institutions that subsequently fail to function, for man is not abstract.
Knowledge of the enemy's dispositions can only be obtained from other men. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it.
Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content.
That as long as we are being remembered, we remain alive.
It is difficult, when faced with a situation you cannot control, to admit you can do nothing. Give it your all, because greatness awaits those who rise to the occasion with unwavering determination. You've never lived what you are thinking, and that isn't good. Only the ideas we actually live are of any value. When one has a grateful heart, life is so beautiful. It is not a daily increase, but a daily decrease. Hack away at the inessentials. Solitary trees, if they grow at all, grow strong. You don't need more time. You need less distractions.
Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals.
Work for a cause, not for a clause. Live life to express, not to impress. We cannot face up to what lies ahead without facing up to what lies within. Too late? I found you can't wait to become perfect. You gotta go out and fall down and get up with everybody else.
I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead.
Never let doubt guide your life's compass. As shadows fade once hope is found. Humor is what happens when we're told the truth quicker and more directly than we're used to. Life is a magical journey, so travel endlessly to unfold its profound and heart-touching beauty.
Victory comes from finding opportunities in problems.
Accidents happen. Our bones shatter, our skin splits, our hearts break, we burn, we drown, we stay alive. When I explored my deeper mind, I could understand that my life is only an illusion, an apparent reality.
One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. Cherish those who seek the truth, but beware of those who find it.
I ask not for any crown but that which all may win, nor try to conquer any world, except the one within. I have never met a man so ignorant that I couldn't learn something from.
Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure.
Stars do not pull each other down to be more visible. They shine brighter.
We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary.
Challenge and adversity are meant to help you know who you are. Storms hit your weakness, but unlock your true strength.
Keep your dreams. You never know when you might need them.
If everyone helps to hold up the sky, then one person does not become tired. I believe there is another world waiting for us, a better world, and I'll be waiting for you there. Every story I create creates me. I write to create myself. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. Some roses grow through concrete. Remember that. People make mistakes in life through believing too much, but they have a damn dull time if they believe too little. Anything that doesn't take years of your life and drive you to suicide hardly seems worth doing. No dirt can touch me like an ocean. Everything that comes to me becomes clean. The truth is, everyone is going to hurt you. You just gotta find the one worth suffering for.
People who keep stiff upper lips find that it's damn hard to smile.
People have only as much liberty as they have the intelligence to want and the courage to take.
This place has only 3 exits, sir. Madness and death.
You must not ever stop being whimsical, and you must not ever give anyone else the responsibility for your life. Being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means that you've decided to look beyond the imperfections. Perception was easily accomplished, required little effort, and it never had to stand the test of reality. You always know the truth because when you cut yourself or someone else with it, there's always a bloody show. Take responsibility of your own happiness. Never put it in other people's hands. There is only one thing that makes a dream impossible to achieve: the fear of failure. There is only one day left, always starting over. It is given to us at dawn and taken away from us at dusk.
A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success.
Don't ever give up. Even if it's painful, even if it's agonizing, don't try to take the easy way out. The nobler sort of man emphasizes the good qualities in others and does not accentuate the bad. The inferior does. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Everything looks impossible initially, and then everything eases out gradually. Beginning is the key.
Success in warfare is gained by carefully accommodating ourselves to the enemy's purpose.
People are, generally speaking, either dead certain or totally indifferent.
Our attitude toward life determines life's attitude towards us.
A bird is safe in its nest, but that is not what its wings are made for. There are 3 things all wise men fear: the sea and storm, a night with no moon, and the anger of a gentle man. You better hide that heart of yours. Won't lead you anywhere you want to go. The sky is the limit. For some people, aim higher. Nothing is impossible.
There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature.
When I was about 8, I decided that the most wonderful thing next to a human being was a book.
Most of what matters in our lives takes place in our absence.
It's not that some people have willpower and some don't. It's that some people are ready to change and others are not. You are where you are right now because of the actions you've taken, or maybe the inaction you've taken. Caution not spirit, let it roam wild, for in that natural state dance embraces divine frequency.
If I work hard enough, there will be things I can do tomorrow that I can't do today.
H is for habit. Winners make a habit of doing the things losers don't want to do.
Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing.
Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless like water. Be water, my friend. Truth is naturally universal, and shines into many different windows, though many are clouded. Not in his speech, not in his thoughts, I see his greatness, only in his actions, in his life.
I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it.
Don't spend time beating on a wall, hoping to transform it into a door. I'd found out that if you pushed people away hard enough, they tended to go. And therefore those skilled in war bring the enemy to the field of battle and are not brought there by him. The torch of doubt and chaos, this is what the sage steers by. I am certain of nothing but the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination. We know everything, we just haven't thought of it yet. War is not just the shower of bullets and bombs from both sides. It is also the shower of blood and bones on both sides. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. Optimists move through life with a happy exterior. What happens on the inside shows up on the outside. With every part you act, there must be a little of yourself in it. There isn't, it's not acting. It's lying. You cannot be fair and correct at the same time. Fairness often takes the lesser correct of the roads. What we do not confront, we inhabit. What we do not reject, we accept. What we do not fight, we become.
Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship.
If you believe, you can, but work hard to believe. I don't need it to be easy, I need it to be worth it.
Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies.
When you came, you cried, and everybody smiled with joy. When you go, smile and let the world cry for you. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. You are in charge of your own happiness. You don't need to wait for other people's permission to be happy.
Life is a full circle, widening until it joins the circle motions of the infinite.
You need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. There is nothing impossible to they who will try.
Invincibility lies in the defense, the possibility of victory in the attack. Life changes very quickly, in a very positive way if you let it.
Do not let your grand ambitions stand in the way of small but meaningful accomplishments. There is no standard normal. Normal is subjective. There are 7 billion versions of normal on this planet. Life is not complex. We are complex. Life is simple, and the simple thing is the right thing. Upon my word, I think the truth is the hardest missile one can be pelted. Everything smaller than heaven bores us because only heaven is bigger than our hearts.
To realize the truth, you have to cross the boundaries of all religions and prophets.
Your future is in direct proportion to what you do in the present. A truth is what it is. A lie, a thought-out deception more brutal than a truth could ever be. We're not words, Henry, we're people. Words are how others define us, but we can define ourselves any way we choose.
The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. Become braver, stronger, wiser, kinder, and you will become better. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart.
The strong man is not one who is good at wrestling, but the strong man is one who controls himself in a fit of rage.
I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I.
People have boldness to criticize, but not to sensitize. But as long as something is never even started, you never have to worry about it ending. It has endless potential.
I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies.
Life will never conform to all of our desires, ever. When you are in company of people who don't add value to your life, you risk wasting your effort to succeed. For it is our scars that show us where we've been. Let them not dictate where we are going. I believe that just because something didn't go the way you planned it once, it's no reason not to try again.
What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others.
We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them.
Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. Too many people are too busy making a living to make a life.
Believe in your heart that you're meant to live a life full of passion, purpose, magic, and miracle. Hold out baits to entice the enemy, feign disorder, and crush him. There are some things that it is better to begin than to refuse, even though the end may be dark. For the world is in a bad state, but everything will become still worse unless each of us does his best. To leave, after all, was not the same as being left. There are three sides to every story: yours, theirs, and the truth somewhere in the middle. If you try and lose, then it isn't your fault. But if you don't try and we lose, then it's all your fault.
Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. Faster, faster, until the thrill of speed overcomes the fear of death.
Fantasy is hardly an escape from reality. It's a way of understanding it. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Then quit. No use being a damn fool about it. You will never follow your own inner voice until you clear up the doubts in your mind.
If I had to live my life over, I'd live over a saloon. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves.
You're always going to have people who aren't happy for your success, but only you control how you respond to it.
Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good.
You might have had to deal with many disappointments in life, but don't doubt the possibility of success. My happiness grows in direct proportion to my acceptance and in inverse proportion to my expectations.
All men who have achieved great things have been great dreamers.
If your desire is for good, the people will be good. I'm sure the universe is full of intelligent life. It's just been too intelligent to come here.